All right. We are back. We're back. We're back. We're back. So, welcome. So, if you had caught me just a few minutes ago, I didn't have any audio, or it was showing that I didn't have any. No, maybe you guys did see that. So, for those of you that are just joining in, welcome. I've already pulled some cards here, making sure that the audio was working. That's happened once before, and a nice gentleman in Germany said, "Hey, there's no audio." I appreciate when people do help out in that manner, because I appreciate you guys coming to my channel. So if you've never been to my channel before, thank you so much. I appreciate it. We're going to be doing fire sign readings. So that is going to be Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius if you're new to zodiac and tarot. But Leo is already done, guys. Leo was done with the new moon yesterday. So we are in new moon energies. So go to the videos on my Divine Warrior Intuitive, and you will see uh, definitely the Leo there. Because I had a gentleman who is a super fan that requested Leo's first, and he's been loyal for many years, so I did Leo's first. So, and also too, I do have surgery done on my back, so I'm doing them per your signs, so earth, fire, water, and air. I'm going to be doing them that way just because my back surgery, I can't sit for very long. So bear with me as I go through this recovery, and I appreciate you coming onto my channel for being new. I appreciate it. All right. So let's get started here. Um, I'm going to just reiterate what I did in this other video real quick before I found out I didn't have any I didn't have any sound. So the power of purpose is your card for your fire signs. Okay, power of purpose. This again is about your calling, what you're doing, how you're moving forward in life, and it is the number 9. So things might be changing and transforming, or something might be coming new in your life that is to move you into a different direction. This is a cog, which is a wheel that it preferably moves forward. When it's jammed or in a rut, it could be stuck and it doesn't move forward. It also is, it could go backwards if it's broken or anything like that. Maybe the chain has come off. I see a chain on a cog, like a bicycle chain. And then if that comes off, it could go any which way. And there's chaos, because nothing's moving. So this is about your future and your purpose and your calling at where you're at. Okay. Your current past energy is the Hawk Prince, which is the spirit communication. Paying attention. This is new moon energy. We still have a couple of days in that new moon energy, guys. Really paying attention and really listening. I keep hearing the word listening, because when you have communication, we're still in the Mercury retrograde until the full moon on the 15th. And then Mercury retrograde goes direct on that day as well. So, yay, we want to get rid of that tension, that stress, all that hassle, and all that everything going on, right? So, we really need to pay attention, really look within ourselves for the answers, because your future energy is the number 6 with the one ring circus. Okay. This energy is sort of like a hermit energy. This is saying, okay, we need to look forward, but it has to be something I want, something that I either want to do, or a person I want to be with, uh, anything of that nature, a job. Is this what I want? Or am I doing it because whatever reason? So this is a future energy for your fire signs. This is something that is going to be more internal. Okay. With this new moon energy that we just had, it's about expansion. It's about growing. It's about extending yourself. It's about going outside the box. It's about looking for things to challenge yourself. Thank you. To challenge yourself. So definitely really want to look at where you're at in the moment. And we'll look at that too, right here with this reading. All right. So I've already prayed over the cards. Have been praying for the last 2 days. There's a lot of things going on with people's lives that are really, really disturbing, really challenging to other people. So definitely hang on to what's going on till the 15th. Things will change. And I deeply apologize for the way I'm shuffling, because I ripped literally 2 layers of skin off yesterday. And I'm going to make sure these are in upright because that came in reverse. Um, and so my thumb is extremely, extremely sore. All right. Let's see what is here for the fire signs. Fire signs. Okay. So I am going to do, the fire signs are for here, but I am going to separate them in here. Too many cards. So I'm going to do Aries first here. Fire signs, your oracles are all that, but this is Aries, and this reading is for Aries here. Our spontaneous Aries. All right. Aries, what's going on with you guys? Holy Toledo. So we have the first out of the chute, we have our Arcana of the Tower. And that means that currently things have been sort of a kerfuffle. Kerfuffle meaning things are sort of in an uproar, things are tense, things are stressed. And this energy, when I say current past energy, I'm saying like within the last month. So things have been really in an upheaval. And it's like I hear the word lost. So somebody's lost. They can't find their way. They don't know their way. And there's a reason for this because I see this through this reading. So what you're needing to do is really focus. It's like you've lost your focus. You've got too many things going on. You need to put the horse blinders on and focus in on yourself. Again, this is about you, your power, your purpose. This is about your spirit paying attention to what is going on, what you want, and nobody else is going to do it but you. So this is a time for you to begin to reflect what you really want, okay? Because you have the Queen of Swords here. You've got 3 arcanas, bang, 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 all together. So this is a huge, huge thing. So something is trying to send you a message and you are just missing it. So because we have the Queen of Swords and then the Lovers next to each other. Now the Lovers are about unity, about coming together. So things are falling apart. Things are not happening for you. And it's not a bad thing. It's a time to reassess. Okay. Because again, the number 9, things are coming to an end. Things are starting to happen again. Okay. Because even if you look at these 2 cards together, you have 6 and 2. This is about a progress moving forward in unity. So it's almost like if you're in a relationship, you guys aren't almost even in the same book. I see a book and I wanted to see that you were in the same book but in different chapters. One thinks one way, one thinks another way. However, I just see a book. I don't even see the chapters. So it's like you guys are not even coming together in your communication. So when it comes to communication, you have to stop your perspective. Forget it. Your perspective. You have to pay attention. Again, this is what the Hawk Prince is saying. Have insight. Pay attention to their perspective, not your perspective, but their perspective. And you're going to find out what the problem is, what the answer is, because you're thinking in 2 different avenues. Okay. Aries, you're thinking in 2 different avenues, and you both want the same thing because you have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. And the knight is facing that ace. It's like somebody doesn't understand what they need to do because the communication isn't working right. Okay. Your challenge card, again, the number 6. Okay. The number 6 is about bringing that harmony back, trying to bring harmony back into a relationship, back into a job, back into, it's like you're just not happy in anything. And the reason is that's your mindset. And what happens when we are not happy in anything, we're not following our purpose and our calling, what divine wants you to do. Okay. And the thing is too, you're thinking from here and not here. And you're allowing here to take over when here needs to take over. Your spirit, your intuition, your heart, your desires, your passion, your love of whatever it is. So it's definitely your challenge card because there's no harmony. And what the Six of Swords always says is there's movement. And where that movement is, that's where you need to go. So sometimes our path, I see a path that goes this way. We don't have a straight path. We have a switchback. Okay, Aries, that means you need to take the baby step here, see if this is what you want. And if it's not, then you need to go back and then you need to go here. So you have to figure out what it is and where you want to go. There's definitely, or it's a relationship because you have the Lover's cards. Maybe you're trying to decide on keeping the relationship or not. You're worried about money. You're worried about things. If you focus in on the faith of the divine, he'll always protect you and take care of you if you're worried about the money. Do I know that one? Totally know that one. Beautiful, beautiful card in the center of your reading. Okay. It is very beautiful. Yes, and the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of this deck means that, again, the number 9, things are going to happen. Things are going to work out. Things are going to just, and we're about expansion. Things are going to move forward. Get out of your comfort zone. That's when things don't work and don't happen. Did that flip? When they don't happen again, this new moon energy is breaking ruts, being hopeful. Things are going to turn around. They are going to turn around, but they won't if you're not moving. Okay, and that's where this 6 again comes in, you know, again, by yourself. You're the one that's going to have to move forward in what you want. And make sure it's in good. And make sure it's, you know, because when we have the full moon on the 15th, that one is in Gemini, and that is where you want to share your feelings in a safe place with somebody. Definitely. Not sure what that is for you, but it is definitely a Gemini energy. And it's more of a feeling energy because we also have Venus and Jupiter moving. Mercury retrograde is going out direct on that day. So you now feel like a freedom that you can share. Okay. I don't know who that is for. Wow. That almost popped out. All right. Let's see what we've got going for this tower, this recent energy, what you're trying to move through. The sun. This is sort of like Leo energy because you're all fire signs. So Leo was trying to break through something. They had the 10 of Cups, I believe, in their things were going really, really good, and now they're not. The sun is the hope that things are going to change. Again, this is a partnership, a harmony with something, whether it be a boss, whether it be a lover, could be family member, a brother, a sister. A lot of spiritualness into this reading, definitely, because we have the Sun, the Hierophant, and the 3 of Wands. Again, looking forward, not looking backwards. This is your current energy that you're in right now. Don't look backwards, look forwards. As I teach when I coach, we've got to, when you have somebody who passed away and you go put flowers on their grave, you leave. But a lot of people want to sit and put a tent up or they just want to sit there and dance and remember and go to the past and how it was and how it should have been, and they fantasize, and that's the past. You cannot have that. It's not going to change. It's not going to do anything. It serves you no more purpose. Thank you. So it serves you no more purpose. So now you have to go do a new dance outside the cemetery, and you need to let the past be the past. This is so hard for people, me included, guys. I'm not, I'm not a deity, I'm human. So, this is for everybody. But the thing is, if you don't allow yourself to move forward and feel that pain and that hurt and that sadness, it's like when somebody passes, you cannot bring them back. You can't bring them back. So this is a forward movement for you. Okay. And you can't do this movement with anybody else but yourself. So when you go through hurt and pain and grieving and all that stuff, You might have people around you to support you, but you're going through it by yourself. This is something that you have to go through by yourself. And you've got to look forward with the Three of Wands, because he's looking out into the future. You know, do you need to move? Do you want to move? And this is very spiritual, that you're going through a spiritual battle. You're going through a spiritual battle. Okay. With the Hangman, he's very spiritual, but you know, and he's upright. So this is a spiritual battle that you're going through. Okay, so your last card of the deck is the Six, and the Six of Swords, and it is moving forward. However, let's find out a little bit more about that. Okay, let's find out a little bit more about that Six of Swords, because it means movement, like away from something or to something. But it's in truth. It is also sometimes taking somebody or something with you. So they're asking me to share the ripple effect. Whatever decision you make, whatever choice you make, it is something that has a ripple effect. So you think, oh, I'm just doing it for me. No, there's always a ripple effect. So it always affects somebody else, no matter what, even though you don't think it touches you. Like, for example, you're at your job, you call in sick and you're really not sick. You just don't want to go in. That's sort of selfish, because then that's a ripple effect to somebody else at work. So then maybe the boss is going to ask that person that is working, hey, can you stay late because we had a call out? You know, so that affects that person. And maybe that person had plans, but they don't know how to say no. So they'll say yes. So then their plans get ruined, which affects another person, and blah, 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 blah. Does that make sense? Same with when you choose to lie. I don't know why they're talking about that one. If you choose to lie, that's not a ripple effect. I mean, there's a ripple effect, but you start something very destructive that ends up being a ripple effect that ends up growing into something bigger. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Definitely, definitely. Hangman again. You're not thinking with your heart. You're thinking with your head. Really think, what is it that I want? What do I want to do? Paying attention to your authentic self. What is it? Okay. Because that's really huge. It does take strength and courage to do that. Okay. Again, there's the Hangman. Strength and courage. And then we also have the five of bees. Okay. And bees are all about what you think, your thoughts, it's not what you feel, it's what you think. Now, what you think and what your thoughts are might be your perspective, but doesn't mean they may be right or wrong. They're just your perspective. So when it comes to moving, it is going to take strength, and it is going to take fortitude to move forward, even in a baby step. So the baby steps are, if you're getting any coaching, the baby steps are that you think about it first. You write it down, you think about it, and then you process it. Is this a good thing? Is this a risky thing? Is this something I should be doing? What are the consequences of it? Am I interacting with anybody else? That ripple effect, whatever that is for you. Really think about those things, because again, it's reiterated twice when anything comes up 2 or 3 times in your reading, I pay attention to those, because that's the message for you today. And this may resonate with you right now, but if it doesn't, it's not a message for you. But if it is, then you really need to take heed on your mindset and how you process things. So the low vibration, the low frequency, the low energies, I can't do it, I don't have any money. That's the doubt talking to you. That's, if you believe in God or Satan, then Satan's talking to you, not allowing you to move forward. No, you're allowing yourself not to move forward. We have free will. So you're allowing not to move forward. And if you make excuses and excuses and excuses, then you really need to go back and look at this mindset that you have been in, because it's really messing up what is supposed to be for you. Manifesting. You can manifest things all you want. You know, it take, if you're talking about another person, it does take two. But if you're going to the past, like, well, I want to manifest them back. I want to manifest them back. Why would you want them back if they left in the first place? I always tell people, I am steak. I'm not hamburger. You threw away steak. Go be with the hamburger. Go be with the hamburger. Well, I made a mistake. Well, you know what? Now it's you or not. So those are, I don't know who that's all for, but that's for the Aries. All right. So, Aries, that is your reading. I hope that was helpful. Again, my intuitive readings are about healing, about creating your future, about transformation. And hopefully there was something in there that was helpful that you will like, share, and subscribe, or share at least my channel for you. And then we're going to go on to Sagittarius. All right, let me get the card set back up again. And then we're going to go to Sagittarius. All right, always starting out with Divine's deck. All right, Sagittarius, this is for you. Sagittarius, what do you have for Sagittarius today, Divine? And anybody on the other side of their ancestors, what message do you have for them today? All right, let's see what's going on here. Again, the harmony. This is the fire. This is the energy that's going on with fire. This is harmony. This is the number 2. This is bringing things together. And this is perfect harmony. Okay. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps for somebody. Sagittarius. What's going on with Sagittarius? All right. Keeper of the scales, fairness and balance. Okay, balance is harmony. Balance is harmony. Is somebody working too much? Somebody might be working too much. Somebody might be overdoing something with their health. Something's off with health for somebody. All right, thank you. Gentle Gardener is your future card. Okay, so let's focus in on what Divine wants me to do here. The perfect harmony and the number 2. Okay, Sagittarius, this is a beautiful card. I love when this card comes up because this is, when you think of harmony and you think of music, okay, the tuba has a very strong sound to it, okay, but it doesn't, if you do it by itself, it could be a really annoying sound, but if you put it with the other instruments, things flow, things are beautiful, things are making a beautiful sound. That's because you're taking several different instruments and putting them together. And that makes the harmony, okay? So this is something that we need to put together. This is something that probably for Sagittarius is not something that you're doing alone, okay? Again, I heard somebody's having health issues or somebody's family member's having a health issue. Somebody's trying to take care of somebody with a health issue, or somebody's taking care of you. Because we have the future energy, the gentle gardener. This is sort of somebody taking care of things. If you look at the elder lady, this is an elder person taking care of the garden. And these are gardens of fairies, but they're hatching. Things are hatching. Things are happening. So, for example, in my case, the healing is happening. Things are happening in the future. Okay. So, in a good way. But things need to have nurturing and love and kindness. I hear the word kindness. Have to have kindness. So the keeper of the scales, that's your current past energy for the oracles. That is also the number 2. So you have 2 number. Oh, and look at this. You have just had 3 number 2s. Unity, conforming, balance. That they use the number 2 definitely when Lovers card shows up, because it's combining everything in harmony. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Just beautiful, Sagittarius. So beautiful. And things are moving, but they're not moving as fast as you want them to. So one Sagittarius is very impatient. You fire signs, you guys get bored so quickly. It's almost like instant gratification, or you're going to move on. This is not a time to move on. This is a time to hang where you're at. and make things work out in harmony. Okay. Aries was sort of different. They had to move forward, and they were working. You're needing to do something with somebody. Now, this might be an elder person, might be a younger person. However, this has to do with some type of healing. Healing could be physical, could be emotional, could be psychological. It could be, yeah, emotional, physical, whatever it is in their healing. Oops. Your current energy for this is definitely cups. Three of cups is great. Great. It's actually great. Personal energy. Again, this is the nine of swords was on the bottom. So this is definitely causing stress for somebody. There was, I think whatever is happening sort of suddenly happened. It wasn't expected because things were going really, really good. This is the energy of the new moon. This is the energy of getting stuck, getting out of the ruts and expansions again. It's interesting. Oh my gosh. It's interesting for the fire signs that I should just do fire signs altogether because it's not the same cards, but very close to the same cards that show up because you're in that same energy. All right. But definitely. And you have the lover and the hangman again, not in the same for Aries. Aries had the hangman in the center. However, definitely this probably was something that suddenly happened that is moving forward. And it was not helping with that harmony. And things sort of rose up a little bit. You're thinking really, really hard about something. Now, this could be a job, or it could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be a marriage. But it looks like maybe the truth came out about something. Okay, so it looks like it's saying there might be some rough videoing for whatever reasons going on here. So if you're not catching this very smoothly, they're definitely saying it might be a little bit rough. So something, was brought to light, definitely needed to happen to bring this harmony back. There is a lot of harmony trying to happen. Again, this is going to take gentle words, gentle speaking, gentle movement to expand a way to get out of the way again of this, definitely. So we really want to look forward in that. The Four of Cups, somebody is looking at the low vibrations, the negative. They're looking at what happened rather than what the solution could be, what their part in it was. And they don't want to look at their part. When you look at your part, did you have a part in it? Then that brings harmony because then you're being completely honest with yourself. Then the Queen of Swords is about that. Okay. She's definitely focused in. She's thinking, she's looking up. Okay. They asked me to look at her face, looking up. So she's thinking about things. If you studied communication, when people think about something, they'll look off to their right and they'll just sort of or they'll look off to the left because that's how the brain works as far as their thinking process and how they're processing things. But you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords next to each other. You've got three arcana, two major feminine cards that are just prime. You've got so much going for you, so much happening, but you're not seeing it. Sag, you're not seeing it, but you be able to see it because your Emperor, look at that. Oh, you've got four arcanas in this reading, four major arcanas in this reading. And you've got the Emperor, definitely. This is your challenge card. There is a masculine that is your challenge. So I hear stubborn. I hear pride. So I don't know if that person is prideful or if that is you. However, pride comes from fear. Egotistical comes from fear, pain and hurt. So getting to the bottom of where that pain and hurt is, for this, if it's a couple, this might need, some counseling of some type. But if the truth came out, you need to be thankful for that, because I had an incident just recently. They didn't have to share the information. They chose to share the information. And if I would have ridiculed them or been bad about it, they would have shut down and never shared with me again. So I just say thank you for that, because their perspective is not my perspective and my perspective is not theirs. Their truth is their truth. My truth is my truth. However, there is one truth. So it has to be by what you're walking in your life about. This masculine, it took a lot of courage to come forward to share some information, but fear is huge here for somebody. I don't know who this is for. All right. I don't know who this is for. The Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and get, I'm going to go and get some definition on this Queen of Swords, of what is going on in the center here, please. The Tower again. The Tower is popping up in the fire signs a lot. If you want that card, please show it again. Okay. The Tower. Two of Pentacles. And the Nine of Wands. Okay. Change is hard. Two of Pentacles, definitely juggling a lot, trying to figure things out. You're trying to figure things out by yourself. It might, you're going to have to speak to somebody again, because that's in fairness. And in fairness is not to be judgmental. I heard the word judgmental. We don't want to be judgmental. We need to be hopeful and in understanding somebody else. People get mad at each other, but why do we get mad? We get mad because it's not what we grew up with. It's not our perspective. It's not our way of doing things. But is our way always the right way? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. So really you have to pay attention, because your Nine of Wands, if you look at this gentleman here, he's looking forward. He's looking through a telescope, or what do you call those? It's not a telescope, but you know what I mean. And, the fire is there. It's trying to light the way so he can see. So finding out clarity, how you find out clarity is through communication. Yeah, there's something going on. Definitely. The Three of Swords, something going on. And I want to say it's more towards two people, but it could be family. We just had Thanksgiving. There's always so much fighting with Thanksgiving, right? Or there's loneliness, or there is sadness, because not everybody's with a family over Thanksgiving. People forget that. They don't even really know what the real meaning of Thanksgiving is. If you really knew the real meaning of the American Thanksgiving, you would not be celebrating Thanksgiving. It was a slaughter day for the Native Americans. So it wasn't what we thankful, but we forget about why we got there. We slaughtered a lot of people. Okay, High Priestess. High Priestess. Again, this is a spiritual battle for Sagittarius, just like it was for Aries and Leo. All right. This is a battle between the minds. Thank you. Because you have Boaz and Jachin. These two, the pillars, that's Boaz and Jachin. They are they're opposites. And opposites attract. However, we have to understand when we're opposite, our mindsets are different. Page of Cups, an opportunity to envision and look for things forward. The Knight of Swords, again, moving towards the Knight of Cups. This is going to be sort of quick conversations. This is going to happen probably within the next week, but this has to happen in a gentle manner. Whatever you communicate, do it in a gentle manner, guys. All right? Because if you do it screaming and yelling, nobody's listening. And it definitely doesn't, God's saying, it's not bringing you any harmony whatsoever when you scream and do things in domestic violence. That's just power over one. That is not harmony whatsoever. Okay? There's no balance there whatsoever. What happens in there? Definitely. Definitely. But this is definitely a new moon energy to break away into something new, and get that celebration feeling back. Get that, but you've got to pay attention. Where did it go? The highest priestess, the Hierophant, I guess, was in Aries. This is all definitely paying attention, not to your mind, but to your heart and what you want, and where you want to go. And the things will work out because there's not much money in here, but as far as dealing with money, it's matters of your heart. If that makes sense. I don't know what that is for anybody, but this is a general reading. So maybe it resonates with you. If it doesn't, then it wasn't meant to at this point in time. However, it might be for somebody that you know. Don't forget to share if you'd like to do that. But Sag, that is your reading. Sagittarius, I always say Sag, but Sagittarius, I'm glad to be back. And I will be doing the next readings. I'll be still doing earth, air, and water. I just need to take a break because my back is really hurting right now. Surgery went not as good as we thought. I had to have 2 surgeries. So I'm glad to be back. I really am thankful for supporting my channel. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it because I appreciate everybody. And have a wonderful day. And we'll see you for the next reading. Take care now.